everyone, welcome back. It's Mary with lesson 4 of our simplified form 24, Young Style Tai Chi. So give yourself a little warm up before you begin. Some shaking in place is always really feels good. Just loosens up all those kinks and all that tension that you're holding. Just go loose like a rag doll and shake it out, shake it out. Remember the twisting at the waist is always a good one, letting the arms tap the torso. Some body tapping is fantastic. I say to my students, that's your homework. You need to do a little body tapping every day, so check out that video. And some Qigong moves as well. Tai Chi is essentially moving Qigong, which is breath work. So we're coordinating our body, our movement with our breath to maximize circulation and a feeling of balance and peace. So Tai Chi also has roots in martial arts, and we've talked a little bit about that. One arm might be pulling a leg or an arm towards you, and then you would want to release it and use your center of gravity, your back leg for power, and your arm for power. When you speed those moves up, they're really powerful. People, when you practice it, we don't practice it in my class, but when you practice it, my opponent flies. It looks fake. They just poof, they go flying. So they're clever moves. They have a lot of power, a lot of impact when you speed them up and aim for certain body parts. So I'm going to just run through lessons 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to do lesson 4. All right, so lesson 1 had 3 moves: opening the door, wild horse, part wild horse's mane, and then white crane spreads its wings. Lesson 2 had brush knee and play guitar. And lesson 3, we moved backwards, we did the pulse monkey. All right, swinging through the trees. Okay, here we go. From the beginning, just nice and relaxed, micro bend, shoulders relaxed, nice inhale. And exhale, lifting up left as you step out comfortably, balance that weight. Inhale as you lift the arms and float them back down. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Opening the door. And then we hold the ball, step out with the left. Wild horse's mane once, fingertips at eye level. Pivot the foot at the same time. Rotate that wrist so you can hold the ball on the left side. Out with the right. Wild horse's mane 2. Shift the weight back, pivot that foot, hold the ball on the right. Now the left, and that's your third and final part wild horse's mane. Then I keep the weight forward so I can bring this left foot in just for a small half step, so it's still behind my left foot. Then I shift the weight back into that right leg, and those left toes are resting. And I'm going to drop the left, and I'm going to bring up the right. Remember, palms face me, right arms on the outside. Uncross them, open them up. White crane spreads its wings. My palms facing me, and it's above my forehead now. You can still see it in my peripheral vision. All right. Next, I'm going to scoot back. All right, so from here, I'm going to drop my right hand, bending at the elbow, circling these arms in front of my torso. So down with the right, up with the left, lead with the palm, rotate that wrist. The right arm's going back. Remember, not a big strain, comfortable, just to the corner. Glance at that right hand, bend the elbow, step out with the left, turn your gaze and your torso back to the front, and you're going to push, but keep the bend, remember? Not this, okay? Staying with that center of gravity. The whole point here is that you stay balanced, and we're knocking our opponent off balance. So I shift the weight back, I rotate. You see, if he's coming at me, I'm rotating, turning at the waist, I'm turning my foot, pivoting on that heel, and my arm goes back and my gaze goes back. So there, right away, I'm avoiding that hit, and I'm getting in position to grab a fist, let's say, okay? One more time, shift the weight back, pivot the hand, pivot the foot together, step up, gaze back at it, step out with the left, and that was my third brush knee. From here, play guitar. Again, keep the weight forward in that left leg, that half step again. Just like what crane spreads its wings. Shift the weight back again, but this time instead of toe down, it's toe up, kapow. Our right fingertips are in alignment with that left elbow. Hands are comfortably flexed, straight with fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. Our pinkies are away from us, okay? So again, you're just loose here, shoulders relaxed, just breathe. Both knees are bent. We're gonna go backwards for repulse monkey. So try not to bob up and down, I know it's hard. Palms face upward, lands back. Again, just kind of to that corner. And that knee and elbow, you're trying to coordinate them to move them at the same time. Woo! And then step back, palms pass. Rotate, lands back, step back. It's 2, we're gonna do 4 in total. 3, and 4. All right, and then what I mentioned last time was when those 4 are done, those 4 repulse monkeys, the weight's in that right leg, just pull it all in to hold the ball. Okay, so you're not moving at all, you're not shifting weight, you're not traveling, it's just bring in left foot and the left hand low, right hand on top. When you hold the ball, the weight is always the same side, dominant side. So weight in the right leg, right hand on top. Okay, lesson 4, yay! All right, this move is called grasp bird's tail. So again, beautiful imagery here. You're thinking about maybe a huge peacock tail or some lovely bird. And this move actually is repeated. We're going to be doing it twice. We'll be doing it in this direction that we've been looking and traveling in so far. Then we're going to turn around and do it again, the exact same move facing that way, okay? So grasp bird's tail. In the long form, remember this is the short form of 24 moves, and the long form is 108 moves. You actually begin with this move, and this move gets repeated 4 times to honor the 4 directions. We're gonna do it twice. So there's 4 parts to it. The names of the 4 parts are ward off, roll back or pull back, press, and push. Okay, so 4 moves. And then we'll turn, like I said, and do it again in the other direction. All right, so we are here. Okay, hold the ball, remember? All right, so all you're gonna do is step out with the left, because we know that's an insubstantial one. We can guess, we know by now. Here we go, out with the left. Drop the toes, shift the weight into that left leg, and at the same time, bring the left arm out. So again, same side this time. The right hands kind of just pass that palm. Remember, you don't really touch the left wrist, but it kind of just passes that area, okay? Now, we've had our arm up here before. In the earlier moves in brush knee and part wild horse's mane, we had this hand in front of us, a very similar move, but our elbow was low, shoulder relaxed, and our fingertips were at eye level, okay? And you were pressing like right under here, someone's underarm, and you were pressing them away like that. This move is just a tad lower. So this one, you're aiming for the chest, okay? So we step out with the left. The right hand passes that left wrist. The left arm comes out. This right hand just floats down about hip level, a couple inches from the hip. Palm sort of parallel to the ground, but you know, any angle is fine. You don't have to stress anything. So here. So my arm is rounded and it's in line with my shoulder. It's not up here anymore. Okay, it's not down here. Okay, so we step out and we push. And it's the same martial art move again, right? This is really grabbing that, could be a leg or arm. And yes, pushing that chest. Okay, from here, keep your weight forward for a moment and let this right hand come on out. You're gonna sweep your arms to the corner. So the palms are parallel, but not like this parallel like they were when we did the pulse monkey. But they're sort of, just think of them as being sort of parallel and facing each other, okay? And then you're gonna sweep them back. And as you sweep them back, you will shift the weight back at the same time, okay? So you're just gonna bend the elbows, pull, think about those elbows kind of pulling these arms back. And at the same time, I've bent my knees and pulled my right into the back right leg, okay? So this is a sweepy, flowy one, okay? It's just one. And again, your arms are always don't ever go really above the shoulder height too much when you have an extended arm, like this, yes, but. So 2 arms, okay, so parallel hands to that, sort of, again, thinking corners, corner, shoo, and back, okay? So you can kind of have fun with that move thing. It's pretty much considered the most expansive, flowy, dancing move in the routine. So try to enjoy it, try to feel it and enjoy the feeling of that movement. All right, so here we go. We had ward off. We had pull back. Now, you know we're going to stop at about that shoulder height. You know you're going to glance at the right hand. You know you're going to bend that right elbow. This time, your fingertips are actually going to touch the wrist. Right fingertips to the left wrist, okay? We're on that angle. So that was sort of a diagonal because that one would have been pulling someone right past us, right? Clearly, we're not going to let them get to us. We're not going to block them, okay? So Tai Chi's water, and we do the workaround. So we pull them back. Now, it's called press. So your hand is actually pressing. So again, if I were to do this to the chest, it's great, but why not get the strength of this arm added? So now, press. Okay? And the last one, I shift the weight back. These fingers that we're touching, keep them touching. I'm going to rotate my left palm to face downward, and the left fingertips are going to travel from the inside of that wrist to the top of the wrist. Okay? Then you can see I'm sort of crossed. My hands are kind of an X. So I'm going to let go, release that right touch, and then uncross those hands. Okay? And then you're going to pull them back. And when you pull them back, you're actually going to bring your left toes up with you. So you're going to pull them back here. Your hands are going to kind of scoop low a little bit here towards your hips, kind of down below your hips. This would be another one of the moves, like from the very first opening the door move. Okay, so you kind of go down, the 2 arms come at you, okay, and you pull them down. And in any case, we do this, we scoop low, drop those toes so you can shift the weight back into that left leg, and a final push. Keep the bend. Let's put them all together. Here we go. We started at the end of repulse monkey, we pulled it all in, hold the ball. All right, here we go. Ward off. Pull back. Press. And push. Now, we got to turn around. How do we do that? From the push, shift your weight back. Pick up those left toes. And now think of your whole torso, your whole body as one frozen piece. Okay, and so you're rotating, turn on that heel, bring everything with you. So the whole body's moving together here, like one unit, okay? When I can't turn anymore, drop those left toes. So you look pigeon-toed right now. It's fine. Now, put the weight into that left leg, and you're gonna hold the ball. How did we do that before? We pulled everything in. Now we pull in the left hand and the left foot, right hand on top. Now we're in perfect position to just do it all again. So stepping out to the right, we have ward off. Pull back. We press. Pull up those toes, scoop low. And push. Alright. So that is grass bird's tail. 4 moves. Each direction. Practice it. We'll see you back here soon for lesson 5. Thank you.